Welcome to my office, which currently consists of a dining table and a very small storage unit. Today I need to set up a very small minimalist home office, which means I'm going to be using my dining table as a workstation, but I'm going to sort out a filing cabinet and set it up so that I can store my records for my small business efficiently, and I thought I'd take you along for the ride. So I bought various bits and I'm going to show you what I'm going to put together. I really do need it to be simple and I need it to be efficient, but it just needs to work for a small business. So there's not masses to sort, and I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible so that it's really easy for me to follow. So hopefully it will make sense as I put things together. So the first thing I need to do is show you my current system, which consists of couple of folders. So I currently have all my documents in here, which is not the most efficient storage. I wanted a filing cabinet because I wanted to be able to have a lockable drawer so that I am following GDPR procedures. So I just want to make sure that I am keeping things as secure as possible. I've got backups on my computer, but I also wanted paper copies because I am a paper girl, and for this point in my business I do not have the funds to be able to do fancy software, etc. So I just need a really straightforward, simple system, a paper system that works for me. Let's turn this into a nice home office. And this is my current situation where I've got receipts, books, and like leaflets and promotional stuff that I need. But essentially I want to turn it all into a filing cabinet. I may keep this or get another version of this so that it's more efficient, but I will slowly grow my home office as it's needed. So I'm potentially considering a small bookcase that would be able to house some of my books and things like that, but I'm going to build it as I go. So essentially this is probably going to be part one, and there will be more to come as and when my business grows. And I have bought various different stationery things that are going to go together. This is like a file storage. I've got folders for client details. I've got the suspension files as well for the filing cabinet. I've got new equipment such as a mic. So I do need somewhere for my equipment to go because I have my decluttering that I go to people's houses, and I also have my YouTube that provides an income as well. So they are all kind of grouped together under Declutter Your Life. So I do need to find ways of storing things. I've got a case for the new mic that's coming. So I just need to have an efficient system. Okay, I've managed to build my cabinet, so it is ready to sort. So I'm gonna see if I can sort out let's do the suspension files first, and then I can work out what I'm working with. I have a selection of labels and things to attach so that I can organise it. So I want to organise client details, I want to have car mileage, I need to organise income, expenditure, so lots to think about. Okay, so I've got some easy access trays here. I've got the space for client files and documents there. So I'm just going to put the bits that I have got ready in the places that I want. So these are both from Clever Fox. I've got the budget, like income and expenses tracker, and I've also got a kind of planner, business planner, like which I can use when I get a bit busier. It's undated, this one, so it's quite flexible for me to use as and when I get busy. I'm just going to find a space for those. I have an older file of bits and pieces from when I was first planning and doing YouTube, so I'm going to keep that one in one of the files down there. I've also got my receipts, and I feel like I need to have that one a little bit easy access because otherwise I'm not going to put the receipts in there. And this is my current planner for YouTube and business stuff. I've got a new one for next year which I'll put underneath that one. And this is all my files that I've got for my current clients and business. So I feel like I want to have that up there, but I also want to have stuff that's already been kind of used or aren't. So like now, if they're not currently booked in, then actually they can go down in the bottom, and I want to be able to access the mileage log and be able to do like instant things. And when it's full up there, then I would put it in the filing cabinet. So I do a mileage log. I do it digitally as well, but I fill in a paper copy. So I've got older paper copies that need to be filed, but I can keep empty ones that are being filled up in the file there so that I can actually use it. So that would be helpful. Those are my mileage logs that I need to put away. So this is where I'm going to start using my cabinet to be able to sort through things. And I think my income and expenditure I kind of need to track differently. So I think I'm just going to have an income and expenses file that is just going to have each month in a Polly Pocket, because at the minute I don't have loads, so I don't need to have a like fully comprehensive system. I just need to be able to see my income and expenditure for that month. So I want a copy of everything connected to that so that it's really easy to be able to do my tax return. Hopefully that will help my system. So I'm going to use Polly Pockets. So hopefully that will make things easier. I don't have so much on the top then to have to go through. So I feel like I've emptied that one out, so that one's now usable. And this is an old one that I just need to store, so I'm going to pop it in one of these. So that's everything out of the other unit. The only thing I need to house is my printer really, so it's whether or not I have it on top of here or leave that unit there that's got my leaflets and business cards in, because that would be quite a bulky thing to stack in a file, in a suspension file. I do need drawers and things for my gear now, so that's potentially why I could keep that at the unit, because I could put cases, cables, like my lenses and things like that in there so it's easy access. And this one could be here, maybe just back a little, and maybe I can put one of my plants or flowers on top to make it look nice, because it is in my dining area, which is / in my living room, so I do need it to be looking nice and accessible. Otherwise, if it's not accessible, I can't do the things I need to do. At this point, I have made a very simple client file system. I've got room to be able to put expenses, mileage, any sheets that need to be stored for the year, and then easy access stuff is on the top in these trays so that I can just grab it and go. And it just means that it's not left on the coffee table, which is what was happening, and it just has a designated space now. So if you have any suggestions for things that I must have as a small business within my office, then let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you think that this will suffice for a year, or do you think I need to have a more robust system? I wanted it simple and accessible and just easy to manage. That's what I'm about. Hopefully this works. I should be able to give you an update. Hopefully I will get a little bookcase that can go here, and that can get rid of that other unit that isn't as nice to look at. I'll be able to put my printer on there and then have the bookcase, and I feel like that would tie it together much more because the furniture matches the colours of the chairs in the dining room, so it just all feels a bit more cohesive and simple to look at, which for me is just amazing. So yeah, I should be back for more videos soon on decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year. Take care, bye.